Hello, this is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews. I'm Arturo, and today I'll be reviewing Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 was another childhood game of mine, and I played it for the PS2, and then in 2008 I got it again for the GameCube, and I own the GameCube version. But is Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 a great game by any means? Or is it just not as good as the Call of Duty 2 from the Xbox 360 version? Well, today I'll be reviewing another childhood memory. Let's go. The story follows soldiers in the Big Red 1 and their campaign through Africa, Italy, and France, all the way up to the Battle of the Bulge. You get interesting characters that you get attached to. The story feels like a Band of Brothers type feel. And I really like that this game makes you feel really attached to these characters. You see their personality and how they act. I mean, to tell you the truth, some great characters in a Call of Duty game. This is one of them. You will get some historical stuff that they play in each mission, which are from the military channel. The soundtrack is your typical World War II video game type. It's a hit or miss. But it does hit you in those moments when you see a comrade die. And there are only 13 chapters in the story. So in a sense, it's kind of short. And the gameplay, it's your typical type of first-person shooter. But it's still fun. I mean, you get to play through Africa, Europe, etc. And as fun as the rest of the game is, the tank missions are also fun. And even a plane mission that I actually really enjoyed when I was young. Now, like I mentioned about the characters, you know, you see how they act or what they do and jokes they say. Other Call of Duty games, you know, it's not the same. I mean, I can't really think. I guess maybe Finest Hour, but we jumped really in different like countries, but at least we got time to know a little bit about them. While Call of Duty 2 for the Xbox 360, not so much, except for, yeah, I don't know, but Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 really has some interesting characters. And, you know, you get some character development that some other Call of Duty games lack. Now, the fact that I played two versions of this game, I can't really say how the remote felt for the PS2 version, but the GameCube version, the remote, you gotta get used to it when you start out. But you will learn quick. No issues with the camera. The menu offers you chapters, select, extra, etc., etc. And you get every World War II gun you find in the game. Though, to heal yourself, you have to find these like medic boxes and aid kit and whatever you find in the battlefield or whatever the enemy drops when you take them out. Or anywhere else, too. Now, when you play it on normal mode, it is a challenge. Now, when I was young, I obviously played it on easy mode. But still, I felt like even on easy mode, some missions were more challenging. But if you want a, you know, longer gameplay experience, put it on normal or hard. Some levels would probably get frustrating due to how, challenging they are. Overall, no issues with the gameplay. You do run into points where you could call in artillery strikes, depending on the situations or certain missions or objectives. There is one issue I have with this game. You can't seem to open doors. Usually you have to wait for your comrade to open the door for you. The AI is good, but they do have moments where they act dumb. But still, they're challenging. There is no multiplayer for the GameCube version. There was for the PS2, but you know, the internet's been taken down now. And another downside about this game is that it's not that long, only 13 chapters. If you want a longer experience, like I said, normal or hard. But it is, pretty short. For replay value, well, if you want to go back to the missions and replay them again, you can and relive those sad moments where you lose your comrades. However, there's really basically nothing after that. Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 is one of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time, because I feel like the story was really good and you got some attaching moments and character developments that other Call of Duty games fail at, certain ones. However, I'm a little conflicted on how to rate it. While it's a childhood memory, I don't usually come back to it all the time unless I feel like I want to, but I will give it an 8 out of 10. It is a great game because it's got a great story and great characters. Even though some die off quicker than others, it's still interesting. And you know, just interesting to see the Big Red 1 and all that. And I really enjoyed it as a child. While it is short, you will tend to have some fun with this game and a great story. For my recommendations, there is obviously Call of Duty 2 for the Xbox 360. Then after this, you get Call of Duty 3, which wasn't my favorite. And then last but not least, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This is when we get to the Modern Warfare series, which also had a problem by the end of it, but I'll get to that another time. Well, this is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews signing off. Call of Duty Big Red 1 really has some interesting characters.